What's up, everybody? You are listening to the Think Big podcast. I'm your host, Ayelet Polonsky, also known as your manifestation mentor. This podcast is designed to help you create a manifestation mindset by learning how to think big. You'll learn how to use your thoughts to co-create your reality. Let's get into today's episode.
Some days are harder than others, but just because your day starts out rough doesn't mean that it has to end rough. I recently heard my dear friend Neely share this in a class she gave, and she was told this idea by a little girl, that just because your day starts out rough doesn't mean it has to end rough. I was having a bad start to my day recently. It was just one of those days where first thing in the morning, I found myself locked out of my bank account and I needed to make a payment for something ASAP. So I end up on the phone with a bank teller who, at the end of our conversation, says, "Can you do me a favor, miss?" I was sure she was going to ask me to fill out one of those customer experience surveys. And even though I was in quite a rush and just not in the mood, I said, sure, why not? She responded with, "Can you please remember to wear a smile on your face this week?" My jaw dropped. I've never had one of these bank conversations end in this way. I couldn't help but smile from ear to ear. That small piece of advice shifted my energy instantly. I was in a good mood. So today's manifestation tidbit is simply a reminder that your vibe can shift instantly if you allow it. I teach that in order to manifest your desires, you must feel good. Good vibes attract good things. Now, there's something called a vibrational frequency chart. I really recommend you look it up if you've never heard of this before. Every person on this planet is vibrating at a very subtle Hertz frequency rate, or what's called their personal vibration analysis. We have a base metabolic rate when at rest, but when events start happening in our lives and our emotions are engaged, our vibrational rate changes rapidly and often dramatically. The chart goes through the paradigm of human emotions. At the bottom of the chart, we have emotions like shame, guilt, apathy, fear. At the top of the chart, we see emotions like serenity, compassion, joy, and love. The higher a person's emotional range is on the chart, the higher their vibrational frequency. And the higher your frequency, the clearer of a channel you become to drawing down God's infinite abundance. Kabbalistic wisdom teaches us in the Zohar that the more you align your will with God's will, the more open the pipeline to drawing down your desires. And God's will is in a constant state of love and compassion. So by accessing a higher vibrational frequency, you become more aligned with God's will. Now I get it. It's not so simple to shift from fear to love instantly. This is why I teach people to try to focus on accessing a slightly higher vibrational frequency than the one you're currently at. For example, if you're currently feeling low self-esteem, a few notches up on the chart would be gratitude. Simply bring to mind and meditating on something you are grateful for in this moment can shift your frequency. This is a quick and quite simple way to clear the pipeline that allows you to manifest what you desire. Now, before I go, please, would you do me a favor? Please don't forget to wear your smile this week. Sharing is caring, so if you liked what you heard, pay it forward. Share this with a friend. And as always, happy manifesting.
If you enjoyed this episode and would like more manifestation inspiration, tune in every Monday for a new episode. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on an episode. What you get out of this show means the world to me, so I invite you to leave an honest review. If you want more, you can follow me on social media at Ayelet Polonsky. I also have a number of virtual courses to offer if you're ready to take this material to the next level and start embodying a manifestation mindset. I teach you how to heal past trauma, experience the most joy out of life, and rewrite your future so you can feel good more often. Simply head on over to ayeletpolonsky.com for a variety of resources you can start taking advantage of immediately. See you next week. And as always, think big and happy manifesting.